What's up, everybody? Well, I got another FIREBAT mini PC gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna try Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now, it seemed to run pretty decently on the Steam Deck and the Ally X, so it should run, in theory, well on here, so long as our 4 gigs of VRAM limit doesn't seem to get in our way. So, all we can do is try. Now, I'm still trying to decide before I actually hit play, whether I want to try with the memory optimizer on gaming, or try it on creative. Somebody told me creative is better, because it has a bigger pool of VRAM. But whenever I go into a game, it says it has like 430, and then they said, oh, just ignore that. That's not real. But I don't know. I think I'll just leave it on gaming because that's what most normal people would do. If they even knew that that screen was there, most people are probably just going to play stock, which I think actually is creative. But in any case, why don't we stop blabbing and let's get ourselves into the game.
So all right, here we go. We're going to do 1080p to start with, just like we did on the Ally X. No HD textures, figured it wouldn't be able to handle it anyway. So now let's go have a look at the advanced graphics settings. We're going to do this just on high. And then we'll do 900p medium and 720p low and so on and so forth. And we're just going to turn that off. Even if it does drop under 30, I just don't like motion blur. That's just me though, personal preference. So now, let's get into the game. Well, now here we go. So let's just run around. And keep in mind, we are using OBS, so it is going to take a couple FPS, anywhere from 4 to 8, sometimes even more. But I think in this one it's like 2 to 3. So I don't think it actually drops under 30 FPS. Even while recording, but if it does, I don't think it would if we weren't recording. Kind of one of those situations. And surprisingly, I'd say this is probably one of the smoothest it was. Yeah, we didn't get the highest FPS, but some of the other stuff had weird FPS going on, like something was throttling or something. And who knows, it might just be like the SSD or the RAM is throttling. I don't know. I should go test by running like hardware info or something in the background while I game once. Not like, well, I'm trying to get you guys FPS data, because I think programs like that can take an FPS or two away. But just like, you know, by myself, just try a game out and see what it does. Go see what the SSD maxes out. Go see what the RAM maxes out at, if it has any sensors, though I think most DDR5 has temp sensors in it nowadays. The DDR4 was the one that sometimes it didn't, unless you got like some nice beat-eye shit. But yeah, that's pretty badass. And we're real close to our VRAM limit too. We only have like 4 gigs to spare. So we only got like 200 megs of available memory left, but so far it seems to be staying under it. I mean, that could also be why it was stuttering, but I think later on when it was stuttering, I think it was only at like 2.8 gigs of VRAM, so I'm like, okay, that's not the problem. And FreeSync isn't on anymore, so that's not the problem, so it's gotta be something throttling. Or there's just something in the back of Windows that's just unhappy and causing something to like do that. I'm not sure. But yeah, I would probably just play like this and have the smoothest FPS. I mean, unless I play this long enough and eventually it would start doing the same thing, but I played this for a little longer than I played the others. I think the others I only did like 2 minutes, 20 seconds or something. I played this mode for like 3 minutes and some change. Just because I was kind of amazed. I wanted to like run around and see, hey, even while recording, can we get it to drop under 30 at any point? And I don't think we did. I think the lowest it ever dropped was 30. And I was like, fuck yeah. Oh, it's a bucket of water. And a lot of chickens. Alright, let's go back this way. And now apparently we've discovered a fast travel point. Probably for when we're allowed to leave the town. Anyway though, let's go move on and I'll show you those weird frame times we were getting. Alright, here's 900p now with medium preset. Just like we did on the Ally X. And I think this is when it starts having weird frame time skips. Like I think it starts out being okay and then after like a minute or so it just starts being wonky. I could be wrong. I'm remembering a different computer, but I'm pretty sure this is one it did. All right, turn that motion blur off. I'll hit confirm after I hit the record in button, and let's get into the game. All right, here we go. And no, it looks like it's starting off right away being wonky. It didn't even give me a moment of normal. See what I mean? It's getting like 50s, and then it's just getting like a hitch every couple of feet. Now that's the kind of stuff that I would find completely unplayable. I would much rather play at like 30, 40 FPS and not have the frame time in doing that. That's just me. And like I said earlier, maybe if I had played for like 5-10 minutes, it would have started doing this on that too. No idea. Because you'd think if it was overheating something, the highest graphics settings, even if it's not getting the highest frame rate, would get the highest temperatures, you would think. That's just what I would logically think, but who knows? Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that works the CPU harder now because we lowered some settings, so now all of a sudden it's like, oh, nope, whatever I am is overheating now. But the CPU is only 84, which sounds really hot, but it's really not. I mean, shit. My Alienware and my Asus G50 Advantage are like 96C all the time and like anywhere from 86 to 101C, depending on what game you're playing. It's crazy. If anything, it's got to be like the SSD throttling or like the RAM throttling. It's got to be one of those two things. Or there's just something in Windows that's making everything wonky. But if I remember, I completely reinstalled Windows, so it shouldn't be like Windows being wonky. Because I did install a different SSD. This thing came with a 512 and 16 gigs of RAM. I upped it to 32 and a terabyte. But I think there is a version of it that's just like this, so if I were you guys, I would get the little bit more expensive one. I think it's like $50 more. Just get the one that's like $400. That's got like more RAM, because then you'll have more VRAM. The 2 gigs just wasn't cutting it for like basically anything. But 4, you can at least play some stuff. Although some games run like this. I don't know what the hell this issue is. But anyway, let's go on to 720p and see if that does it. Let's now do 720p. And that's weird. In the settings menu, we're not getting those weird frame time skips. It's like pretty much smooth as butter. But anyway, let's just cruise through these settings. We'll get to the bottom and turn motion blur back off. There we go. I just go to the custom preset real quick, and I find it easier to shut the one thing off every time and have it not say custom and have people confused. So now, let's get into the game. All right. Well, here we go. It's starting off okay. Let's see how long it stays that way, though. I think it fooled me and made me think it was going to be smooth, and I think it started doing the same bullshit it did at 900p, but maybe I'm remembering a different PC. But I'm pretty sure it was this one. There was a little stutter there. Oh yeah, that's right, and the sound just stopped working. And I think I just noticed it right then. When I was actually recording, so I was like, oh shit, well, I don't want to go further into the story and have people not be able to hear anything. Alright, yeah, here we go with those weird frame time skips already. He gave us a couple minutes, like a minute apiece. Yeah, I don't know what's doing that, but that definitely makes games unplayable when it starts doing that. And this is what made me want to go, okay, well, I can just make my own. I'll spend like 3 times what this thing costs just to have a computer that hopefully does not do this shit. But don't worry, I'm still going to make videos on this thing. I wouldn't just start making videos on it and then leave you guys hanging. Unless it legit breaks or something. If it breaks, I can't. Maybe I can fix it, but I can't make any guarantees. But that's about the only way I'm going to stop making videos on this thing. But anyway, let's go move on to camera.
Alright, now for some camera recorded gameplay. We actually have sound now. I don't know what happened to that before, but we got it back. But we're back to that weird stuttering shit. So I guess this had nothing to do with FreeSync. It's got nothing to do with the VRAM limit, because we're only at 2.6 gigs and we got 4, so something must just be overheating, or something in Windows is throttling something, but neither thing, GPU or CPU, seems to be overheating. I mean, that's CPU's kind of warm, but that's still pretty normal operating temperature for a little mini PC while playing a game. And the GPU is actually doing pretty damn good, honestly. Usually those things are pretty damn close. Anyway, let's go talk to those people. I think I remember finding them somewhere over here.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
Damn straight.
That was pretty close, eh? Actually, he caught me.
What? Then how come you're here?
He let me go. He's on our side.
What? Are you pulling my fizzle?
He doesn't
No.
like Deutsch anymore, does
That's
he?
what really happened, man.
He said he'll fix it soon.
Great. Looks like your door being paid off.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Show me. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it.
Kanesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catch pole? Just drive, you old drunk. What's up? Shake yourself. I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
Okay. So now I got the hammer and stuff, but he didn't have any money, so he was being honest about that. So what in the heck am I supposed to do with that? Am I supposed to go sell his shit, barter it probably to get money, and then I can go get like the coal and everything else on the list maybe?
Rakes, spades, forks, and axes. All you need to tame.
Lord Almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
Alright, so it doesn't look like you can just sell them for money.
You'll find it all here.
So alright. I wonder if now I can go and say, yo, Dad, fucking dude doesn't have any money, so I took his hammer and nails back. I mean, I don't know what the heck else I'm supposed to do. Seems like my guy's about to faint, though. Is he just hungry or something, or is it because he got injured?
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
No.
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Alright, so no.
No, I don't.
So nope, still nothing of use there. Alright, so I guess I can't barter them away. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. I have no money, I need money. Can't sell those things for money. So, and it doesn't seem like they're available for bartering. Although maybe I'm supposed to go up to the charcoal mill. Maybe if it's something like I was told to get like charcoal, maybe I can trade it for the charcoal. Let's at least try. Worst thing that can happen is it doesn't work. It's not that the game's like, oh, well, I'm uninstalling. Yeah, all he's got is the charcoal.
I'd like to discuss the...
Why not? No deal then.
Yeah, I figured not, but it was worth a shot. What use would a charcoal guy have for a hammer and nails anyway? But alright, I guess that's about that. Let's go wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Kingdom Come Deliverance. And while it's playable, it definitely comes with some interesting frame time stutters. Now, it's not like rubber banding or anything like that. They're just weird little stutters. Every little time, it's like clockwork. There's just a little blip, and it's definitely noticeable. But if it's something you can put up with, boom, there you go. You can still play and have fun. And who knows, it could just be mine doing that. I mean, I did fuck with it and put different RAM and different SSD in it. And it could just be something as simple as the SSD overheating. It has the option to put a little fan in there, but then I looked in there, and I don't really see any way to hook the fan up to anything. I don't see like a fan, what do you call them? The 3 or 4 fan PDM or non-PDM fan thing. So I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. Maybe that's just an option, like they use that same chassis for other systems, and there's other systems that do have a fan. I don't know. But either way, that's about all I got. Oh, hello, Misty. Misty has come to visit. But anyway, that is all I got for you guys for this particular video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.